This is probably one of my favorite things.
Well, it's one of your favorite things because it gets great results, and I know you have fun doing them as well. So can you talk about, in this case here, like I was like, Gary, can you quickly knock this thing out? And he was at his house. He was like, yeah, sure, let me just quickly knock this thing out. But all we're doing is sharing what's going on in the market with people.
And here's what I did, is I actually took my iPhone, put it on a little tripod, and I shot this Facebook Live video talking about what's going on in the market right now. And so the market was shifting. Chris said, shoot a Facebook Live video. Then Chris, you took it. And so here's what I'm doing. All I did was I shared my knowledge, my expertise, which you already have a lot going on up here in your noggin that you have that expertise about. It's just we need to share that.
Yeah, and it may not be through video. I'm going to show you guys some tools on alternatives to video. But before we get into that, I want to break down this template from a conceptual point of view. So most of these templates consist of three things. Okay. The first thing that it consists of is the content of the message, right? So in this case, the content is a video talking about the real estate market here in Austin, Texas.
What's the number one thing that people ask you when you're out and about?
So that's the content, right? The next thing that we have is the audience that is going to see that content, right? So when you have a marketing template like this, right, or real estate market update report, we have the content, right? That's the template. Then we have the audience. I'm going to show you who the audience was for this particular one. It's not just everybody on Facebook or just people connected to us on Facebook. So we have the content, we have the audience, and then we have the call to action. What do we want them to do after they consume this information or they view this information? So here's the content. It's talking about a market report. Now here's who this went to, okay? We promoted this, so I actually boosted this post, but to two specific groups of people.
Right.
So I went into Facebook ads and I said, all right, I want to share Gary's Facebook Live to people who have visited our website. Okay. And Facebook makes it easy to do this. Who have visited our website or people who are in our database, who are in our CRM. So I export our 560-some contacts out of our CRM, upload that into Facebook, and I say, okay, I want to put it in front of these two groups. Remember, template, audience. Now let's take a look at the results from this, because I mentioned I spent a little money on it. How much did I spend? I spent $2.93.
That's you can't even get a cup of coffee for that anymore.
$2.93 was spent, and let's take a look at the results from this, because people will often say, oh, does Facebook even work?
Did it work?
Let me show you. For $2.93 in 5 minutes of Gary's time, what we did is we reached 353 people, and these are not just random people.
No, these are qualified people.
They're people who have been to our website or people who are in our database, okay? I want you to remember that. These aren't random people. 353 people were reached with this, all right? 31 people said, oh, what's he talking about? I want to learn more about that, right? 183 people watching this video. So that is for $2.93 in 5 minutes of Gary's time, we were able to produce a very effective result in being able to communicate to the people who are very likely, right, if they're visiting our website, if they're in their database, they're either going to represent someone who's in the market because they hit our database, or excuse me, because they hit our website, or if they're in our database, they're either going to be somebody who might be a repeat business, but more likely an opportunity to refer us to somebody they know who's thinking of moving, okay?